Everyone, today I'm actually looking at a tool, Journalist AI, which is an auto-blogging tool. I was looking at a lot of auto-blogging tools, but essentially I couldn't find much which can do the end-to-end thing that I'm looking at, creating content based on my SEO research keywords, looking at the web, being very current, referencing to different journal articles and links, internally linking the other articles that you have, integrating to the platform that you're publishing. So much that I was looking at, and I couldn't really find much tool that can help me to do that. But Journalist AI seems like a very right trajectory, relatively a new tool in the market, and I believe they're doing very, very well addressing the real needs of SEO service provider, a professional SEO article creators need. And I do not think it limits there. It has many other functionalities. So without further ado, let's dive in and see what it really provides. So this is Journalist AI. Tryjournalist.com is their URL domain, and you can just go in and they have quite a nice presentation of what they really do. And they have YouTube channels which explains things pretty well. And we can go for straight ahead pricing options, which tells us the features in summary, but you have frequently asked questions sections, which has quite nice answers to many of your questions. So moving to the pricing section, if you see that there is monthly and yearly like standard discounts for yearly things, so I'll just stick to yearly, where you get solo mode, business mode, and agency mode. And I'll come back to those very soon. But without that, you also has a pay as you go model where you can just essentially buy credits, and those credits can be applied to generate your articles. This pay as you go is almost the solo mode functionalities and feature sets, but probably does not come with the integration, except the integration. Yeah. So it's different modes, solo, business, agency. They have quite a variation in capabilities, especially in numbers, like the amount of words it can, generate in different years. But the most essential thing is the sub account. So if you are an agency or if you're a business looking at giving access to someone else or some other business, you want to apparently distribute your works in different accounts and build different brand presence and different category of write-ups for different organization institutes. The agency model gives you unlimited sub accounts, where the business gives you only one sub account, and solo gives you the right to create as much as you can. So you can just go in detail of all these features, but I would rather dive into creating an article and show you the feature sets there. Let's go into the dashboard and through each of these feature sets, how this works. Now, when you come into the dashboard functionality, you very well see this is a very neatly done interface. I really, really love the way they have presented it. Now, if you go to the video tutorial, you have it, right on the top right, and you can just go and get yourself onboarded to the whole platform, and they have good tutorials so far. I think it needs a bit of update, and I'm sure they will do that soon. At the same time, start from each section. So first, you can create projects. The project can separate your article sets, your all the configuration based on different projects. So I just stay on the default project here. And starting of this article section, when you go to generate article, you have basically four choices at this stage. So the general section is you can create an SEO article. I'll actually go in detail to that, and all the other feature sets are, other than the origination point of generating an article, the other feature sets are almost similar. So I'll explain the SEO article because that's my interest area and probably the most of the people's interest area. We're looking at auto blogging, but nevertheless, they have beautiful feature sets. Like you can literally create AI news. So you can just give it instruction, and the difference between the general article and news is hard-coded, fact-based. It has less creativity or almost no creativity in it. And the general article has lots of creativity and, humanized function inbuilt to it, which may or may not lack fact sets that we need to check. But news is coded fact-based representation, and they have all the citations and everything in that. This one is each Amazon product page. If you just put there the link of an Amazon product page, it can write up the detail of that product, write up an article for it, SEO optimized. And you can also create a blog post from any of your YouTube videos. So you just need to put the URL and it creates the blog for you. So I'll just stick to the SEO article to begin with. So if you click there, you see that you have options to generate, there is different generation modes. So first, you can actually create via title. You can generate titles in other tools, or maybe you can, it also has the option to suggest titles if you have the topic given to it. Has the keywords. You can do keyword research, and you can just plug in the keywords here, and each line you should have one keyword, and it can generate for each keyword one article. You can just bulk generate that. You can generate via description. You can just give a context and it can give you an article. You can generate via keyword, and you also can write the title by yourself so that the keyword and title remain consistent as you want it, and then you can ask it to write the article. So these are generally the static features, and there is dynamic keyword monitor feature, which we will go on a later stage on blog automation section. So if you want to create, so let's just think of creating via a keyword. If I just think of creating an article on conversion rate optimization, that's title. I just want to write it via keyword. So if I go to the keyword section, I write conversion rate optimization, and then I configure things at here. I can choose language. I'm from New Zealand, so I choose English Australian. Target country, I can just pick New Zealand. In the advanced option, you can create the tonality, you can create funny, informal point of view. You can give an love to write sometimes in first person, sometimes in second person. So let's keep it second person, where it mentions most things toward you. Formality, informal, you can actually, this is beautiful, you can actually generate suggested NLP keywords. It's kind of the LSI keywords, which the associated keywords that actually points toward your original keyword, right? So, and this is very, very important, because people do not just search conversion rate optimization, they search actually a lot of these things which are LSI, semantically related, and they generate of this, they include that in the article. So you can go for generating outline and article, but it'll go after we configure it all. So in the knowledge section, you can actually give again, you can say that connect to web, which actually keeps everything up to date. I'll just keep it enabled, because it gives you all the latest information. It doesn't just go by LLM's training data, rather it also search the internet to go for the latest updated data sets. So when you go for, you can do some basic formattings, up to you. You can also enable italic and all the other things that generally a blog should have. The structure is, you can give call to action. You can just give, they will just, in the conclusion section or somewhere around the conclusion section, they will actually put, divert the traffic toward your website. Here, you can just put any of your landing pages or your home page, whatever you'd like, based on your strategy, how you're going to go. And the article size, that's very nice, because sometimes I'd love to like very large article which takes more than one credit. So credit is something you get on each year, and you can also buy additionally. So generally each article takes one credit, but if you generate something very large, it takes about 2 credits. That's what I've experienced so far. and the headlines on all the headings, the H1, H2, the other headings, you can just auto generate, or you can just generate by, if you want to write all the headings, you can also write. That gives you a nice customization options, because sometimes you are because headings are important. Sometimes you generate headings on your own. I actually love to do that. If you want to bulk generate, that's difficult, so you can just go for auto. Internal linking. So whenever you actually connect this your integration platform, for example, like Webflow or WordPress, a platform like that, in those platform, it has the capability to look through all of your articles, and and you can also add your sitemap here, and also links between the articles it has generated on its own, or it can also link to the other pages that already exist. So that's a beautiful feature. And external linking, so I'll just add my sitemap here. Sitemap is actually added into this. I'm just not adding it right now again, but you can add your sitemap. If you give your URL, most of the time it gets the right sitemap. It's just sitemap.xml. If your sitemap is sitemap.xml, it finds it out. I believe it does it from the robots.txt, I believe. Anyway, so the external linking is also very, very good. They actually find out high authority domains and link relevant pages. Images, there are options for AI generated images, which has a quota on each. Probably they have made the AI generated images free, so which is very, very good. Stock images from Unsplash, and custom images you can also upload on your own. You can create up to 4 images other than the featured image. To create a featured image, you can select sizes. For it, I generally go 16:9 because that gives me a good room for my OG section as well. I just point that, and in my OG is created, OG image. Video, you can add your own channel and it can find out the relevant video on your article and link it, or it can just go and find out any article or any video that is related to your article. You can have auto translate. You can at one go generate probably 5 language translation. You can also do it later on as well. So that's pretty much the configuration. On the customization, I'll just go on explaining a few other features. Like on the customization side, there are presets. So like, for example, you can, the configurations you have created, you can actually save it. You can actually save it as a preset, and these saved presets stays here. So from customization, you can actually customize the presets or have new preset. You can add your company knowledge base. You need a business tier for that, and it learns about everything that you have in your knowledge base and help to generate articles in those tonalities, and also using those information. Custom images you can upload here. The blog automation, when you go for auto blog creation, you can create auto blogging where you can actually give this auto blogging configuration a name, and you select a preset, what type of configuration you want, like you created, and then you can actually select quantity that you can create 300, or you can create up to 300. You can create 10 articles per day and publish it into random fashion, and you can choose your integration, Webflow, WordPress, or there are others. So you can just look into the integrations here. If you go for the new integration, you have these many integration: WordPress, Shopify, Wix, Webflow. I personally use Webflow, and I'm very happy because not every auto blogging sites suppose Webflow integration, thanks to Journalist AI. And indexers, you don't need to go to and submit manually the sitemap to Google Console every time. It just does it for you. But you just need a subscription. I'm now on pay as you go. Publication, everything that you have published through integration shows here. And keyword monitor is you actually auto generates and look through the keyword, do the keyword research for autoblogging generated blogs. Now, this is a beautiful part where you can actually integrate your social media. At this point in time, I believe they support Facebook and Twitter. So whenever an article is published, it can automatically go to your account and publish, to Facebook and Twitter, with the links and everything. You don't need to, manually do it. So it saves a lot of time and also creates the backlink for you, right? Which is very important for your ranking. So you get auto backlinking on a very authentic space, which is your space, not anything, blacklist, going down in Google rank. So there are audit features here. You can do general audit to the existing article that you have, not created by them, but existing article that you have, even in your through the integration, and it can do the audits and can do auto linking to, in bits, with another, and publish it as a, updated or latest version of the article. So that's basically auto linking. Auto linking, the linking you have seen before, that is linking, they're doing the internal and external linking for the article that you are generating. But this auto linking is, they go back and do the edits to your existing articles, which is essentially a very, very good feature. So I'm almost at the end of it, but what I have also liked very, very much is, sorry, I'm just getting a call here. So, pardon me. So what I'm looking at is their learning and training section. Let it come. They have a very good learning and training section. I think since they're updating their website, their SaaS so frequently, which is a good thing for us to have because they're including a lot of new features. It may seem like this is a little backdated on the interface of the videos, but I'm sure they will update it as they go. And this change log, me being also a product guy, I love this, having this change log in place. So it's beautiful. You really know what they have developed recently, what they have developed, and what the pace of their development, how they're prioritizing stuff, what they're putting in backlog and what they're not putting in backlog. So like, you can actually see their backlogs from the requests. You see that this people requested, you can also request anything, and they transparently show you which is under review, which is planned, and which is in progress, so you know what features are possibly coming. Thanks, Journalist AI, for doing it so transparently. We really, really love it. But not the least, they have an affiliate where you can actually generate your link and they give you a 30% generous commission. Yeah, love that. Though I'm not into a business of that yet, but I think whoever does that, would love the generous offer of 30% commission. So that's pretty much it. If you are really looking for a great tool which can really help you to auto blog, rank higher on the SEO, I believe this tool is amazing. Take full advantage of it. I'm trying my best to see how best I can use it for my purpose, and hope you will do it too and help them to grow. Thank you. So this is the article that has been generated. You can see I have actually created the very large article, and you can see that it has created nicely the H1, all the H2s, H3s. It has beautifully linked internally and externally. It has brought in the relevant YouTube video links, and the thumbnails as well, generated pictures, AI generated pictures, and yeah, the citations, the quotes, and the lists, different kind of lists with bullets, and also see, it's a pretty big article, and it has a featured image as well. It creates the meta description if you want, the title, and you can just publish it or select, publish, unpublish. Yeah, and that's beautiful.